Hello, Samantha. Okay, I recorded it once and I didn't like it, but let's do it again. Okay. So I'm starting over here on the left-hand side, and I hope you could hear me. I'm starting over on the left-hand side here, and this is the fire energy of what action that you should be taking. So standing up there, you have to be the king of your world. You are a doer, go-getter, someone who gets things done in a very humble way. This can also indicate that there's an Aries in your life too, who could be around to assist you with things that you need done. But m- move in silence with this Seven of Swords energy. Whatever your action plan is or that you're going to be doing, you need to move forward in silence and speak your truth. You're going to be coming into this victory. It's a harsh victory, but you're going to have to tell him how it is with this Ace of Swords. This swords is like the tongue. It's double-edged, but you have to tell them how it is, and the victory will be yours if you tell them how it is. In the material world, and also the Taurus energy up there, this is the Page of Cups, and this is the second row from the left hand. This is what you need to do to get material items or have this strong foundation in your life with this Page of Cups energy. This is love and compassion. This is you. You're this counselor to everybody. And I also feel like you carry the burdens of everybody. And sometimes you don't know quite what to do. You're in the shadow work phase. And looking at your chart with your Sun and Chiron conjunct, you are a shadow worker. Whether you know it or not, you're this person who's compassionate and who has had these huge wounds in her life, and they're a big part of your life. Your wounds, your trauma, it is a big part of your life, and you were born into the world that way. And I know it's a heavy burden to carry. It really is. But you work so hard for everybody in your life, and you love authentically. And you have a lot to offer the world with this Page of Cups. This magician says that you also have the power to create and manifest the world that you want, but you got to move forward. You got to take action in the world with that Knight of Wands down there. You have to take those action steps, and they need to be of a mysterious nature. Like you can't tell them what you're doing. Seven of Swords is conjunct there, and the pyramids are a mystery. They're a mystery. We don't know how they got there. We don't know a whole lot about them. They are a mystery. So you have to move forward, take action to move forward in your life, and do it silently, because you're carrying a big, heavy load on your mind. If you look in the third row, starting with the Ten of Wands there, this huge, massive weight is on your shoulders. You don't know what to do with it. You don't know how to stop this storm. The Seven of Cups below there's the shadow person and lots of opportunities, but it's like you don't know which one to pick. You just don't. This is the shadow work card. If you haven't done shadow work or looked into shadow work, I highly recommend it. And I would also say it's part of your life path to help others with shadow work, for sure. But this Seven of Cups says that you need to shadow work your mind. It's like you want to do all these things, but you've already defeated it within your mind. It's like you think about these hopes and dreams that you have. If you see the star card up there in the far right-hand corner, that's hopes and dreams. But you've defeated your hopes and dreams, and you're blocking yourself from taking the action steps necessary to move forward. It got to change, okay? You really are blocking the whole lot of things up for you. Even the outcome is kind of blocked. You block yourself from your true potential. with this Seven of Cups reversed. Even having this true fulfilling partner in your life, which Seven of Swords there in the Leo position, and Leo being somewhat in your partnership house and in your 8th house, I feel like you've been wounded big time by men who cheat, or people, maybe it wasn't even a man, but a partner who cheated on you. So there's blockages there. But it's on the table here that you have this potential for this wonderful partnership, and you're thinking about it. You want a partner. You want a really good partnership with someone, but your mind kind of just is clouded because what if they do this, or what if they do that, or what if they hurt me, or what if they open my wounds, or my wounds are too much of a burden, how could I put this upon them, or how can I share my load with anybody else in the world? And you think it's yours and yours alone to bear all of this weight within your mind, and you have to communicate that Ace of Swords down there. You have to take that action, fiery, passionate action step in order to reach that victory, and communicate that these people are wounding you. They've wounded you. It's not your burden to carry either. Like, their wounds aren't your burden to carry. And there is a partner who is going to carry the load with you. There's a partner who's going to come in and balance you out. You just have to cut out all the other toxic stuff. If you're even in a partnership now, in order for it to work, you've got to cut out all the other toxic stuff. And there could be a lot of past stuff going on. If you're currently in a relationship, I feel like maybe there was a lot of past things that went on. But up there in the emotionally, and the top right hand, you see the star card. That's Cancer. This is also a very intuitive card, psychic card, and you have 2 of them on the table, and they're in significant placements here. So you do have psychic and medium abilities. I'm seeing it in your birth chart. I'm also seeing it in this reading, and I hope you're working with those energies. And it may be even a little bit traumatic for you, because I'm sure that you've seen things all of your life. So there's that. But I think this card is really talking about your hopes and your dreams, and healing. Healing this wound that you have, this wound within your mental space of being able to make choices. I almost feel like you've had choices taken away from you by others. Others make it impossible for you to make choices or follow your hopes and dreams, because you're carrying their weight, their load. They've put it upon you, and they've always made it feel like it was your responsibility to carry the heavy load. You need to heal yourself from that and free yourself. If you look at the star card, she's free of all things. There's nothing weighing her down. She don't even have clothes on. She's completely free. She can do as she pleases. She can move how she wants, and her hopes and dreams manifest through the subconscious into the consciousness. And you have that ability with the Star card, Magician, and Justice card here. You can manifest the life that you've dreamed of. You can have this partnership that you dreamed of. And you can walk in your passion. And 9 of Cups says your hopes and dreams can be yours. But people tell you, like, oh, if you do what you want, you're being selfish. You're acting selfishly. You don't care about them when you fulfill yourself. But here's the thing about the 9 of Cups. Your cups have to be fulfilled. Your cups have to be high vibing before you can fill anybody else's in that 2 of Cups energy. But you've got this block here. You need to heal those blockages and know that you have to pour and fill your cups first. Your hopes and dreams are right here on the table, and you can easily manifest these. It's yours. It's yours. Get rid of those mental blockages. So the solution is, and the outcome is here with that Justice card in the end, and this is in the Pisces position. This Justice card says you have to use discernment and cut out the things that don't serve you. You have to wield the sword. You have to execute karmic justice. And you have that ability. And the Justice card is the goddess Mwat. And again, this is a psychic card. If you look at her crown closely, you can see that there's a jewel at the third eye. It means her third eye is lit up. And you already know things before you are told them or you experience things. You know it before it happens. So you're already knowing you're in this toxic situation to where you must wield that sword to cut out those toxic things. And the goddess Mawat would weigh your heart against a feather. And if your heart was not as light as a feather, you did not make it into heaven. Behind that purple veil there's this happiness. But in order to achieve this happiness, you have to cut away the toxic people in your life and cut them away. Now you see the Justice card is surrounded by the Two of Cups and the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So this beautiful partnership is there, and your hopes and dreams are there. These blessings, you do have blessings that are coming your way. You definitely have blessings, big time, that are coming your way. They're expanding right now. It's just working with that shadow side. And you were born with that shadow side. You were born with these shadows coming in. You were born with these blockages. They've always been there. And I'm seeing that you've tried to lighten your load and get rid of them in order to have relationships, but these relationships somehow have created more wounds to heal from. But it's time. It's time to balance the scales. Now let's look at this from a fixed standpoint, and you're a Taurus and that's a fixed sign, so is Capricorn. So this is where your power is. Your power is in your love. Your power is moving in silence, and you need to take action. Your power is in taking those mysterious action steps that nobody sees coming. They won't see you coming. That's where your power is. You need to act like a leader. The cardinal directions here with this Aries energy is like, act like this leader. Set the trend for others and they will follow you. You just have to stand firm in your passion. You have to stand firm in what you already know. Don't second guess what you want. Don't second guess if you're worthy or not. When other people's throwing shade your way or doing sneaky things behind your back, because I know that they are. I know they are. So stand firm in your power. Demand what you want, and it will be yours. The mutable energy that you can kind of close out of your life is this heavy burden that you're carrying. You can close that out. You're not responsible for everything. Stop making yourself a martyr. Stop allowing people to put their burdens on your shoulders to carry. The star card says that you are this leader. You're this manifester. You're this creator. You can pour from the world of the subconscious into the consciousness by thinking about your hopes and dreams. And you are worthy of your hopes and dreams. This is also a healing card. So as you heal those blockages there within your shadow self of the Seven of Cups here, you can create the Nine of Cups, because Spirit has gifts for you. They're karmic gifts. You've done good deeds. You deserve a good life. You deserve to have everything that you've ever hoped and dreamed for. But in the end, we have this justice. I think it's kind of going to end up in some kind of administrative action being taken, or some kind of contract that needs to occur. That's what I'm seeing for the outcome. You could end up into a contract. Across the bottom row, I could see you speaking your truth and moving forward, and maybe even getting into a partnership where you move into a home together. There's kind of a partnership with a home. If you can see in the Two of Cups, there's a home back there, but it needs to be in a legal agreement, the Justice card there. And going across the middle row, this is kind of things that are middle of the way. And here, it's with this Leo energy starting this off, you need to move in silence again, and don't get hung up on past things. I think maybe you get hung up on past communications or past promises that never were fulfilled. Communication would be the Magician, and then the Seven of Cups reversed is like these opportunities that you could never fulfill for yourself. They were presented to you, but you couldn't take them because these blockages were put in your way, and you weren't able to satisfy yourself or satisfy your own needs. Nine of Cups there. But right now you have the potential to satisfy these. You can do that by standing up and being this leader, being your true self. You have all this potential. But in order to reach that potential, you have to let down the burden that don't belong to you. You have to stop being that martyr for other people, and your hopes and dreams will be yours. There's strong Libra placement here with a major arcana being the Magician and the Justice card. That's intense Libra energy. There's also strong Aquarius energy on the table that you could take advantage of and embody your hopes and dreams. I don't see a lot of Taurus energy on here. Virgo is a major card for you, or major for you, with the placements that you have in Virgo, which is Magician energy too. You can create here. Now, in your 8th house, you have 4 placements: Saturn, Mars, I think Saturn, Mars, I think Jupiter's there. Let me look. But this is the house of sex too. So you can manifest through sexual things or in that nature. If you want to know more about that, you can ask me. But you have the potential. It's also the house of death, and you have several placements here. And then the Magician card place in this Virgo here, which is the card of communication. So this is speaking to the dead. So, and Pluto is in Virgo, which is the Lord of the underworld, and you have several Libra cards here, which is where your Pluto is. So that's why I'm asking, are you a psychic medium? If not, you should be expanding those abilities and bringing peace and happiness to those with that Page of Cups. You're this counselor. It tells me that you're this counselor. I feel like you've had these major wounds all your life, and because you were born with these wounds, you were born, some people probably see it as a curse, and maybe even you do, but it's created this awakening for you, this expansion, this opening. You were born with that Kundalini energy already activated within you, conjunct Chiron. It's because you're conjunct Chiron. So it's been activated from birth. So you see a lot of things. You see things from a different perspective, but also you carry the burden and the wound of having this gift to you. It is a part of your life path if you decide to work with that shadow energy. I do think you could be very amazing at it if you don't already use it. Now, with the moon energy we have going on here, and I think you mentioned your mother, that's your Sagittarius placement. And the Sagittarian energy on the board right now is the Ace of Swords. So that's speaking your truth to her. You'll have victory. It's rocky. The communication is rocky, but you must be firm. You must grip that sword of communication firmly in order to achieve victory, the crown on top. Your true self here, the Taurus energy, is that Page of Cups. And then you have that 4 placements in Virgo, which we have a major here in the Virgo position, which is the Magician. So this tells me as above, so below. You have everything that you want to create your life. You just have to communicate your needs to the gods or however you do it, and it will manifest for you. You have 3 cards of manifestation here, and that's a lot. And you have 3 cards of spiritual communication, and that's a lot. So speak what you want.